Yeah. All right. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's been a few weeks.
Welcome back.
I feel like we haven't streamed in, I don't know, since 2023.
Wait, how long has it been?
It's been like 3 weeks, literally. At least 3. So
no way. It can't be. That can't be right.
I think 3. 2, maybe. Yeah. It's been a little bit of time. So
it's been more than 1 week.
Yeah, it has. Because we did the X-Men show, and then it was like, I think it's maybe been 2 weeks. So, and then you were sick, and I had stuff to do, and yeah, it was all like that. So we just left everybody hanging. Left the chat hanging.
Everyone at work is like still sick. Have people been sick at your job or no?
Nah, we're pretty much through that, so it's all good.
Oh no,
it's just you. You're sick all the time.
No, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Well, tonight we have a special announcement to make, and no, we're not going to do it yet. We're going to wait. We're going to make you all wait too. So everybody's already, a couple people already have asked, like, what's going on? And
well, we have a few.
I know Mo's chomping at the bit. Yeah, we have a few.
Can I make an announcement?
I don't know. Should you?
I'm just going to go for it.
All right.
So to let everyone know, Derek watched the eclipse without glasses, and he's now legally blind.
Yes, that is correct. I can't see a damn thing, and probably good because now I can draw the whole book, and I'll be much faster.
It is better than being illegally blind, though. Legally
it's
blind.
True. That is very
better
true.
Than illegally.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, we better not keep, like taking a while because we have a guest waiting, and the chat is really, there's a lot of things to catch up to here. So this week we have a special guest. He's never been on our show before, which has been cool. But we've been on his show. What is that, a drum roll?
That was my drum roll, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, well, but he's been gracious enough to let us cancel on him 1 week and then invite him back. So without further ado, we'll get him up here. Welcome, Rex. Hey.
Going on, guys?
Hey, I love the look. It's awesome.
What was that? What was that item?
That's kind of like my unofficial mascot, but Doc Blaylock's got claims on it. I just haven't mailed it to him yet.
That's cool, man.
So wait, yeah, it glows. What is that? And
it
where
glows,
yeah.
Little nice. Hawaiian pig, I saw him when I was working my night job, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's got to be my mascot." So he's been my mascot for about a year or so.
That's awesome, though. I like it.
Yeah,
I want one.
Now I've got to find some replacement for him because Doc's called dibs on him.
That's right.
I see Mo Biggs out in the house. Hey, Mo.
Heck yeah, we got Mo. He goes, I don't know if I fully support. He goes, I don't know if I fully support Dirk and Murph rebrand, but as long as you guys are still doing the show, I'm here. Well, we'll get to that a little bit.
Show now. That's the new.
We could.
Now,
That'll help talks.
Of course, he's my daily
welcome.
Co-host, and actually, it wasn't on my channel. It was over on Apex's channel.
Yeah,
I've been his co-host. And actually, he was the one that kind of encouraged me to put content up on my channel and to do, and the rest is history,
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, Shadowhawk has been on our show a few times, not as a guest, but in our chat, and we've seen him for a while.
Yeah, he gets around. He gets around more than I do.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's been great, and I've talked to him in other chats too as well. So
yeah,
and then. Wow, Mo. Oh,
he's
got Immortal Rising
when he's not being horrible.
Yeah. Immortal Rising comic books here as well. Welcome.
Lurking and lurking.
So we'll probably get people as we go. Everybody tends to show up a little bit late to our show and start.
Yeah, on the 4:00 shadow, I pinned your show to my chat so that they would know to come over here and to sub to you. Absolutely, hit that like button and sub to these guys. They're great guys. They want to see some channel growth, and who doesn't?
We do. Mo says Murph got sick from eating all the corn, and then Dirk went on that gay cruise. Actually, Murph is the one going on a cruise, not me.
Not a gay cruise, though. That's what you would do.
All right. Okay. Like we really believe you on that one.
What?
You do go on that cruise, and it does turn out to be gay. Will you shave the beard?
Boy, oh boy, I do not look good without a beard. That's not
Okay.
a good.
All right.
That's not a good look.
He's
Gonna
better
hide
as a
behind
furry
the
bear,
brush.
right? You got to be a furry bear on that cruise, right? And know what you got to do?
Cocaine bear.
Honestly, I look like a baby without my beard, so it's not a good. Yeah, I basically
awesome.
look like baby Huey, so it's not.
Baby Yoda's more like it.
I want to welcome Carrie. This is the first time she's been in our chat. That's really nice.
Well,
Thank you for coming by.
She's a staple over there on my channel. She's over there in the UK.
Oh, cool. That's really nice.
She's up late off her meds.
What time is it though? Is it late, like 11 o'clock at night, or like late?
Well,
like
let's put it this way: when I start my 4 o'clock shadow, it's 10 o'clock there, so it would be like, I don't know, 4. Let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe about 1 in the morning there, something like that.
Oh man, yeah, she's up
1
late,
a.m.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. It would be 1 a.m. Yeah,
we are here to pump you up.
So she says sub to Rex and back his book. Heck yeah, we're going to be getting into Rex's book here in just a little bit. So that'll be fun.
On Fund My Comic, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I have the tab called up for you. So whenever we get into that, we will start talking about it here in just a minute.
Look, man, when I started my channel and started just showing off collectibles, because I've got collectibles. If you don't know, you haven't got your camera on and you're not looking, or whatever.
I've done that. I mean, I've had some really big things happen on here. We've had all kinds of technical stuff happen. We've had, just crazy stuff, but we've always just rolled with it. We don't really, so what? We're having fun on here. So we've never really worried about that.
Yeah.
Right, Murph?
Yeah. But now, it does get to be a grind. It can be a grind, especially. It's
a grind.
When you got daily life going on. And you can imagine how, I don't know why I don't look more like you, Dirk, when it comes to the scalp area, because
you have more hair than
I do a daily, and there's some days I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling up to doing a 2 hour.
It's because you made better life choices.
Yeah,
better
probably.
Life choices, right? Yeah.
How many kids do you have, Rex? How many kids?
Well, okay, it's kind of mixed. Okay, I got one biological, I got 2 adopted, and I got 2 stepsons. So I've got 2 boys, 2 girls, 5 altogether.
Dang, you have more kids.
But now
than
they're
me.
not all, around me, so that's good.
But my 2 boys, I think, did this to me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just blaming. I'm having fun, but no, this runs in my family. My dad is like this.
male pattern baldness.
Yeah. So it's.
But see, I'm adopted, and last year my half sister contacted me for the very first time.
Oh wow!
And told me about my family. Apparently, I'm like first cousin 7 times removed.
Oh gosh!
From the governor of Virginia. He was a signer of the Declaration of Independence. I'm related to 2 presidents, the Harrisons. Oh, nice. The 9th and the 29th president. So we came from England, and we've got some Viking blood, some Irish, and
Now, see, that's some of my favorite stuff to talk about is bloodlines, because I think it's fascinating for one thing.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about my real family till last year, till less than a year ago.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
And the way she found me was through a blood test taken by my daughter, and she was looking into on my side of the family, and and actually got reunited with my daughter through this. So
wow, cool. That's awesome.
Oh,
that's awesome. Cool, man.
Answered prayer.
Prayer. Carrie says, usual question is, how many women does Rex have in the basement?
Right. Yeah.
Behind that bookshelf right there behind you, right?
Or the shower.
Oh, the shower. Yee.
Yeah.
Doesn't it
You'd be surprised how many people don't notice that shower.
Mo says, even though Dirk's older than me, I'm something of a father figure to Murph and Dirk, a very disappointed father figure.
Wow.
Oh, that's because we haven't put out the Chook video. He's always saying stuff. Yeah. He wants that video put out. We haven't done it
yet.
At
least I'm consistent. There's a lot of people that are disappointed with me. So
that is very true.
I gotta ask, man, how long is it going to be before we see Ballad of the Celestials 2?
Ooh, you had to go there, Rex? Really?
Yeah, well, I got to throw down off the top turnbuckle.
You really did. I mean, that was like to the face too. So we're what? I don't know, 5 pages. We got about, I don't know. I might have 5.
No, I'd say more 7 to 8 pages, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, see, if it's an 8-pager, that's good news. If it's like an 80-pager, not so much.
No, it's a 30-pager, but we've got about 8 pages done. We've got some things with the story we're still like fully hashing out, and then we have to have a meeting with our editor and to solidify all that stuff just to make sure we're doing well. And then, man, the drawing has really taken me a while, but I look to start amping up some more drawing here real soon. So
now refresh me. Does Murph write it, or you kind of write it together?
Yeah. I'll write it, then I give it to Derek for him to like chew on it.
Okay.
And then we'll kind of go over it. Sometimes Derek will start drawing before we get together on stuff, and but it's usually a collaboration, just kind of hashing it out.
Well, that's, you bring the story and then we kind of work it out. If I feel like, oh my gosh, what's going on here, or if that doesn't gel, I will speak up. But I mean, a lot of times it works. It's just trying to figure out the right angles and making sure I'm conveying what he's writing. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel like
you got to wrap your mind around what he wants you to write, because as a writer, I realize I have to play to the artist's strengths. If he doesn't do like a certain thing good, like let's say spaceships, then I'm not going to give him a sci-fi story with a lot of spaceships, Star Wars.
But, right.
But then what am I going to write?
Good, then I'm going to write him a monster story.
If I have to work with Derek's strengths, what am I going to have him draw?
I know. What are you going to have left? I don't know. He's your artist. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Deal with it.
Right. That's what I say.
Yeah. I've worked with a bunch of artists, as far as my own project, and each one's different. You have to kind of learn, talk with them, get to know them, and kind of know what they can do and what they can't do.
Yeah. And we had talks about the story anyway. And then I took some of that and drew some pages just based on what he was telling me. So I didn't really have a script. I just had more of an idea of what that could look like in a splash page or and I wasn't even thinking of it as a splash page. I was thinking of it more of a pinup even, but then as we look at it, we're like, that would be really cool to put in the book.
Is Murph easily impressed?
No, I don't think so. No, I mean, there's times where he's impressed and times where he's like, but for the most part,
honestly, it just depends. But there's times where Derek's
get a certain thing in your
exactly
head,
what I
you?
meant, and it's crazy that he understood it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, almost like he was in my head. So
you kind of want to get on the same wavelength, don't you?
Yeah, we do for the most part. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of times where we're, the things that he's writing, I see it, and then I'm able to just lay it out on a page, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking." So it works really well.
So that happens more than not. It's very rare.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the only time we really do is when we're doing more character development and what I want the character to look like. I'd say that's probably the hardest thing when it comes to it. But I think script, we don't have that much.
Right. Well, I think part of that's also because Murph is going for more of a Lord of the Rings style. And I think more Conan style. So when he says barbarian or something, I'm thinking Conan barbarian, and he's not quite there. He's thinking more clothes, more armor. And I'm like, well, they didn't have that in the Conan comics. They weren't clothed very much.
I'm always like, Derek, less naked men.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one going on the cruise.
That's right. That's true. Oh my gosh. Now, Mo says, Murph, that's not fair. Dirk is a good artist. Yeah, he said, just don't write so many panels require foreshortening.
Yeah.
My foreshortening was a little bad on the first book, but not in every panel. Okay. Just on one panel, and Mo had to make some comments.
Still up for sale on Amazon, I take it.
Yeah, so our digital is up there. You know,
I guess to be on Amazon, it has to have a ISBN number, right?
Yeah, they give it to you
for a barcode.
They give it to you for free.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So if you want to put your book up there, it's a great way to platform your book, you know, to put it on something other than social media and just a website.
Now, once you get that ISBN number on Amazon, you can later translate that into your local comic book store, right? Because it has an ISBN number at that point.
Yeah, they tell you not to use it elsewhere, but I think you can. I don't know if there's a way for them to stop you from using it. So,
okay.
I have to look into that more, but that is something I want to do. I don't want to just take it to the comic book stores. You know, I would like to see our book push beyond, you know, because I feel like there's so many people right now only looking at comic stores and crowdfunding.
And they're dying.
And the comic stores are dying. And this is partly why when I heard Chris Fisk, he's the main. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Chris has been helping us get the book on Amazon. He made our digital file. And right now you can get the digital, which you can see there at the top, for $2.99. Digital only right now, because right now we're still trying to get the physical on there. They keep denying our formatting, but this time it's still in review. So Chris, right now we're safe. They haven't denied it, and which I think is actually a good sign, because usually they deny it within a day of me putting it up. So, and it's been a few days now. So,
well, I hope that you get, like in Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, and all, you know, get out there as much as where books.
I don't even know what you have to do to get in Barnes and Nobles.
Well, part of it is, you know, I want to start looking at our books in a different way than just comic books. Mm-hmm. You know, I think we have to stop thinking linear the way we've been thinking.
Novels.
Well, graphic novels, but also, you know, Chris is doing a great job. If you guys go and follow Chris at Infinitail, he is turning his book into a manga. And all that means, it doesn't mean it's, you know, like cheaply drawn. He's still got great art in his book. He's just translating it to be a manga. Then also,
you think anime is cheap?
No, but it's quick. Manga is not anime, it's manga.
Wait, isn't that the same thing or no?
No, anime is animation. So manga.
Don't the characters look the same though? Or no?
Well, not always. I mean, manga to me is quickly drawn, so they can turn it around quick. So they put out lots of pages.
I always pictured the Pokemon characters, how they look.
Yeah, but it's not all that, man. You got to go and look at other mangas, because it's based in comics, but you got to look at why manga is number one. They're kicking our ass, man. They are kicking our ass. And it's because young generations are going for lots of reading at one time.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not just graphic novels. It's bigger than that. Some of those books are like 200 pages.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a crazy amount of pages when you think about it.
Yeah.
So, you know, and when you look at that, their turnaround time, the way they can produce a book faster than comics, they can produce more content.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they can produce it quicker and more content. So they're already kicking our ass in two areas. And then they're hitting the young market. So they're getting everybody who's in teenage, you know, young preteens clear up to young adults, and even adults now, because they're getting of that age. they're taking the market.
They don't have a problem with American comic books where it's like you don't know which comic to like start reading. I know with Barnes and Nobles with the graphic novels, you don't have that problem, but like with single issues, it's like, you know, when's the story starting or stopping? Where should you know, if you're going to read Spider-Man, where do you start? Where do you?
Yeah, that's it too. You can jump in usually and you don't have to go back. But if you want to, they usually have the manga books available and you can go right back to them. So it's like quick and it's very fast. You can consume it very fast. So it's like Netflix. Okay.
Yeah.
Netflix took over because of the convenience.
Yes.
The readily available stuff. You know what I mean? Like if I want something, I just click on it now and it's right there and I can watch it as many times as I want to. You know, for cheap. And that's what manga's doing. They're kicking our ass in every aspect.
Are they cheaper?
I don't know if they're cheaper, but they're cheaply made. So it might keep the cost down. I'd have to look into that. I'm not sure. And Chris says, yeah, the manga editions I'm putting out will be a trade paperback of books 1 and 2 in black and white. And the book pages are read right to left. So yeah, he's going the way the manga books are read. So he's making it a true manga.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. I've never gotten in. I don't like reading that way.
Look, I'm not saying you have to like it, but I think we have to start looking beyond our old ways of comic books.
Sure.
Or we're not going to expand. You know what I'm saying?
You have to do some innovative things. Chris, you ought to DM me over on X or on Instagram, whatever. And you know, have us come on our show sometimes and talk about
that'd be
project.
Cool. You already Chris is a great guy.
Oh yeah, I see him in chats all the time.
Chris is a great guy, man. Shadowhawk Talk says manga is gay. The reason it outsells American comics is that Japanese kids still read. How many American kids are even buying books? So you have a small point there, but the other point is like my son, he's 20. He just bought a bunch of manga and he loves it. And he's been going and getting like a whole series at a time. And so it's not just the kids, it's the young adults. And they want consumable media that they can just binge.
Mo says that you have a good point, that Celestials should be printed backwards.
Mo hates this. Well, Mo absolutely hates this.
And that comment about Americans not reading, I mean, there's a reason Harry Potter and then the Hunger Games were big before they were movies. Like kids were reading those, and those are straight reading, not pictures at all. So kids do read stuff if it's.
But see, Chris is smart because he's also using his normal comic and crowdfunding that stuff, and you can get the normal regular comics.
The American comic.
That you want. So you can still get that if that's what you want, but he's also making it accessible to the younger generations and people who love manga. So he's actually expanding out. And I thought, what a great idea, man. I mean, I want us to be able to do stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying we're doing that to Ballad of the Celestials, but who knows? I want to see how this experiment works out with Chris Fisk. And if it works, we're doing it.
Well, I mean, you can always pivot, you know, and I mean, you know, I'm doing Devil Flyer, but there's going to be my next book's going to be Momentum Unlimited, and then but it's going to be directly tied into Devil Flyer along with the Zero issue, and to keep Devil Flyer kind of alive in people's minds. It's all part of the same story and part of the same universe, you know. If I can get people to understand that it's not just about Devil Flyer, the character, it's about launching the Momentum universe, which is more like a DC Marvel, but more innovative.
I think that's fun, man. Yeah, I think you always have to be ready for where the market switches. Because
I'm going to be messing with the format of the book too. And I don't mean just gimmick like die cut covers or chromium this or acetate that, although those are nice, but they've been done to death. Let's go on to something more innovative. Let's mess with what we call the format of what we call a comic. And I've got some very definite ideas about that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think it's a great idea, man. Hey, yeah, Paul's here. Great to see you, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to think out of the box, Dirk.
Yeah, that's my point, is that we're in an age now where traditional stuff is really just it's in our rear view mirror, man. We got to start looking at what is connecting to the younger generations if we want to keep the art form alive.
Screw that. Do your own thing. It hits, it hits. If it don't, it don't.
That's
I'm
true.
Not go for one demographic. It's like, look, I'm going to sell it to everybody that'll listen.
I agree with you on that.
Not your thing,
but
fine.
You know as well as I do that a lot of people in our groups don't like to think outside of what they already know.
True.
And they're very locked in, and they're like, nope, I'm only.
But at this early stage, should we be thinking about such things as that and really giving it so much creed, Dirk? What I'm saying is, get the rocket off the launch pad.
We did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we did. One book.
You did.
Okay. Well, how about a second, a third, and then
well,
it takes off like Ninja Turtles, which they didn't even.
Because the truth is, we got to see what's working, and so far with the first book, what we did wasn't necessarily working. So we got to find new ways. And part of that is figuring out, okay, what's hitting, what's not. And I do want a lot more eyes on it. I just saw a thing the other day, about Comic-Cons, because everybody's like, well, go to cons and sell your book. And I'm like, okay, it sounds fun. I love cons. They're fun to go to. But what I noticed at the con that we went to last was it's not a lot of traditional comic book readers. There was a few older guys, but they were a lot of young.
It was
cosplayers.
It was all about the creators. Not so much anymore. It's about the next flick deal, the new movie.
Yeah, but these kids were coming in like 19, 20, and they were cosplaying their manga favorite characters. They didn't give a shit about these old school comic guys. You know what I mean? And to me, that said a lot about where the industry's going and what we are looking at.
Them right, though, Dirk. Does it?
What I'm trying to say is, I think we're going to miss out on sales if we don't try to look at, like you said, pivoting our foot and seeing what else we can do. Yeah, because we have to move.
Yeah,
And
I think within this independent thrust, I've seen some projects like Kaya and others that have actually been trying to go that way. So we'll see.
What did they do? What was the different? What did they do that was new?
Well, I mean, just the I don't know because I don't follow that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know they're trying to do it in that style and also not totally throw over the Western, sensibility.
Doing different versions for different audiences.
That's cool.
I want to get into greater accessibility. It's about distribution as much as a good product.
It really is.
Yeah.
Bancroft's here. Bancroft says, are you trying to tell me that kids aren't interested in watching middle-aged men boomer streams? Am I that out of touch? It's true. It's very true.
Hate to break it to you,
children who are wrong. Yeah, I mean, I totally think that always trying to change your formats is a good idea if it's going to sell more. And Murph and I, we're talking about we're going to collect our books and put them in a bigger format later. After we get about 3 books, we'll collect them and do that. But I also think digital is going to be a big thing, and we already know digital's outselling everything else. So having it available, I love that it's up on Amazon now. And I can just direct people, go to Amazon and look up, Ballad of the Celestials. It's available.
And there's a lot of web books out there and have been.
There is. And with the Kindle Reader and things, that just makes it so nice for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And who doesn't know Amazon? You know what I mean?
And if you're international, it cuts down on the shipping of a physical copy.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, you can put additional material with the digital that's not physically, that you don't want to physically put into just a big tome, right?
And I agree with that. And I also think for the young people who don't want physical stuff, they can automatically get the digital because that's what they want. They want to have things they can just consume right now. and they can get easy access to it.
Well, and the digital is financially easier for people too.
It is. It is.
You know,
but you know, a lot of people don't think about where digital takes them though. And because once you're selling that book digitally, you're not just doing a digital copy and feeling like you're giving the book away. You could be gaining fans who may buy merch down the road.
Oh, yeah.
And your physical books down the road. So if they're going to buy your books, I heard a lot of people wanting to buy physical after they've read the digital copies because they liked it. So then when you crowdfund, they're like, oh yeah, I'm grabbing that, you know? So it's a great setup for people to, you know, come and get your merchandise, which is great.
Honestly, like I would only read digital if the omnibuses didn't exist. I love the oversized hardcovers. I've never really loved the floppies. You know, they're just floppy. But yeah, I'd be all digital.
So you're kind of, would you describe yourself as a binge reader?
Yes, I want the full
Kevin
story.
Is. I mean, Murph is, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't think I binge a lot.
You broke in saying, yeah, he's more like Token. Yeah, that's light reading.
Yeah. No, he really likes.
When it comes to comics, even like when Barnes and Nobles like 20 years ago started doing graphic novels where you'd get 6 to 12 issues, I love that. I was like, oh, that's way better than floppies. And then when I found out about omnibuses about 5 years ago, that's what I've been doing. Like, and to me, even stories I've already read are so much better in the oversized art.
There are a lot of people out there that like the floppies, and I can't believe that's still a thing, really.
I like floppies. I'm still into that
thing at this point.
I think a big thing with the floppies is you're getting something new like every month, where you don't get that in a lot of hobbies.
And so you can't do that with the crowdfunding, you know, unless you got a whole team of people working for you churning this stuff out, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's, you know, that's why manga is kicking everyone's ass, because it's so consumable and easy to put out the content. That's really what it is.
Derek,
when you say that, it rolls off your tongue like that, but how do you put out 200 pages? Kill me now.
Because when you look at the art, they're not doing the level of art most of us who are doing Western comics are doing. And that's, you know, the level of art is in a whole different thing. They don't
a lot of
care.
Times it's just like faces talking to each other, like.
Well, sometimes, but sometimes not. Sometimes it's really cool.
It's
and they
not
come up
manga,
with really cool
folks.
stuff.
It's detailed Western.
I mean, that's what it is. Now, I'm not saying all manga has bad art, because there is good art in some manga, but I'm going to tell you the majority of it. The majority of it is lesser detail.
It's more cartoon than comic.
More focused on the action and the story.
Mo says, I have to understand that you dudes live in a box and get paid 1 can of cat food per 5 pages. Wow. Talk about going back to the 30s slave labor system.
I get more than 1 can.
I mean, I only got paid half a can.
And that's, so here, look at Bancroft. He's saying this. We have to put a lot of effort into the art to get attention. And I don't disagree with that at all. I think that's why Western comics, you know, and not just what I hate to say just Western comics, but I mean, you know, I guess you could call European comics Western too, from, you know, the East.
Yes.
But, you know, it's just that I think the reason why they're kicking our ass, that's where I'm going to. Okay. It has nothing to do with whether I like it or not.
No,
it's why I think they're kicking our ass in sales.
Well, honestly, I think that's what Walking Dead. The art isn't great, but it's a real easy read. Yeah. And I think, I mean, he's a great author too.
But the art in that is terrible.
But Walking Dead is such an easy read for a comic. There's something about that when it is like that. It's because I love X-Men. X-Men's not usually an easy read. There's usually a lot of stuff going on. Even the conversations are detailed, where like Walking Dead, they're having arguments about, you know, it's just an easier read. That kind of like what you're saying with the Magna or Magma.
It's consumable. It's readily available.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you don't worry about continuity because it's all there.
Yeah.
It's not jumbled around. They don't start over every 2 years and mess with people.
And it's not in different books. It's all in one book. It's not an X-Men, X-Factor, Wolverine, X-Force, Spider-Man.
Yep. Yeah. And then, you know, and then it's also, what young people like at this time. It's like I was upset whenever rap became the big deal because I'm a rocker, you know. So when I grew up, it was rock and roll.
Limp Bizkit.
And then, you know, later all the rap started coming along and just kind of overshadowed. Now, what do you see most young kids listening to? It's not rock and roll. It's rap.
It's techno.
You know, it's mostly rap still.
Rap and hip hop.
Yeah, well, and that's really what manga has done. Reflection
what's
of music is the same in manga.
Derek, what's the blonde girl? What is she? Is she just pop?
East of the West. You are the East of the West, Minecraft. Now, what'd you say again?
What's her name? The blonde girl that's making like billions of dollars. Is she just pop or
Taylor Swift?
She's not rap.
Are you talking Taylor Swift?
Yes, yeah. Is she considered pop or something else?
She's pop.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't get more pop than her.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the rap's taking over the world.
It's not taking over the world, but it's definitely what most young kids are listening to.
Do you know Tupac was an actor?
Yeah, I saw that today. That was crazy.
You see that on my Twitter? It blew my mind. I don't know. I'm still not recovering.
It was a little nuts. Yeah, I have to go back and read some of that and watch some of that.
Well, if you watch his interview, he's very feminine. And, yeah. We'll have to have a show on that because I got to read more stuff.
So this is what Chris is saying. Content is king, attrition wins. And that's really what it is. They're able to kill us with this. You know, I don't think it has anything to do with the quality of the art because I'm always going to be a quality of art guy. I want to always try to attain the best of my ability to do my craft. I'm going to always go for the best thing. But just what he's saying, it's when you can
getting a story out there, a story, you know, a narrative.
And when people can just get it like this, and there's no barrier to them getting it.
It's the soap opera syndrome, you know?
Yeah, right. Mo says Taylor Swift's hardcore gangster rap. Tupac was a tulip. And rap, whoops, I clicked that off. Rap has always been gay, just ask Eazy-E.
Oh, man.
We'll have Murph after he gets done with his cruise.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
There's no rap on that cruise.
So, okay. What do we want to do, guys? Do we want to get into Rex's book first, probably?
Yeah,
and then we'll get into our
I'd pull my hair out at this
point,
but not all of us could participate.
Well, we're going to get into your book because we want to give you time to talk about that. It's a great
we're
book.
40 minutes into the show. It feels like we've been here 10 minutes.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, these
you
subjects
must be on a different timeline than me.
We are.
Because it seems like eternity to me.
Yeah.
I've been living in between the jokes, apparently.
Well, we're going to give you time, but we didn't want to make the whole show about that because we want because it's hard to shill for a whole hour. I think it's more fun to talk and then we'll get into it. Absolutely. Yeah, Mo says the art isn't always trash if you don't look at faces, but then they get lazier and go full chibi mode, and it's like, have you no shame?
And how about those backgrounds that are non-existent?
Yeah, they're just colors.
True.
Yeah.
Yep. Turns out there's a lot more great blackmail in rap than I first thought. Ooh, yeah. Poor Rex. He's siding with you. So without further ado, I'm going to put your comic up here from Fund My Comic. I have it called up right here for you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's not even the top of the page, but we're going to go there. So
I'm not seeing anything yet. Oh, there we go.
What?
Nice.
Really? So this is the page right here. Devil Flyer, a Devil's Weapon, epic size 48-page one-shot. So I will say this, Rex. I was a little confused. Is it Devil Flyer Momentum or Devil Flyer a Devil's Weapon?
A Devil's Weapon. Momentum is the company. Momentum Comics.
Gotcha. Okay, that helps me a lot. So, but I like the way Devil Flyer Momentum comes off the tongue. That's pretty cool too. Kind of makes it like a whole title, you know?
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about it first? Did you want us to play the video? How did you want it to go, Rex?
Yeah.
I Bro, you do you, boo.
Well, whatever makes you comfortable, man. We're open to whatever.
I'm comfortable either way. I'm kind of like an old saddle, you know.
Why don't you talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go to the trailer. We'll do that.
Okay, Devil Flyer is like a man kind of out of time. He's born in 1899, and that means he's fought at the end of World War I and also in World War II. He was kind of like a Doctor Stranger spawn, believe it or not, concept back in 2018 when I created him. Kind of a mashup character. Usually I, create the way I create characters, or is I work on the heads. If I like the head, then I'll extrapolate a costume, powers, and a name from there. Don't always work that way, but he's sort of made a Faustian deal with this chaotic creature that kind of, unwittingly has control, kind of puppet master over him. And he kind of unwittingly kind of opens, figuratively speaking, Pandora's box on the earth again, and chaos ensues. And so he has to kind of write stuff. He's got to make alliances with these other heroes within the Momentum universe, meet them, and coalesce them into a super group to battle this great apocalypse, which is slowly being unleashed through Devil Flyer's actions. Well, it's a redemption arc for his soul, basically. And
nice.
Identity.
So there's a lot going on. That's a deep story, man.
Yeah, all of them are like interlinking. All the stories are one and done. And one reason to do it that way, I can tell horror stories. I can tell, any genre story I want.
Yes.
Look at that. Immortal already backed on second day. Nice.
Awesome.
That is great. I'll tell you, that Dillard drawing of the of Devil Flyer was just amazing. This drawing here, I love that drawing. That's great.
Oh yeah, that's good. We're gonna make that into acrylic standee, and it's on the artist edition as well in black and white. And we've got a Jimmy Reyes wraparound cover coming here pretty soon. And, and we've got a blank variant as well for people that like to sketch. That one I'm really excited about because I can sit and draw, and it's magazine size, so it's going to be, a lot of drawing area for somebody.
Yeah, that's really cool. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Okay,
and I'm going to make sure it's the best stock you can get. I'm talking to several artists, Shelby Robertson and Jason Bascom and Dan Plegel, all like the blank variant covers.
Yeah, those are cool.
I could not put those in. Yeah.
Very nice.
John Dillard also did this armored up piece, and this character will be in the second book, Momentum Unleashed, that'll be coming out next, just as soon as we can get it together. Got artists working towards that goal right now.
That's really cool.
Now, is that all armor on that character, or is some of that character's body?
That's all armor.
Okay.
Sort of armored version of Devil Flyer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is the same character.
No, this character is actually going to be battling Devil Flyer in the next issue.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said it was the same version. Okay.
This and the other John Dillard piece will be made into an ultra rare trading card this campaign.
So when you say ultra rare, how rare?
I'm probably going to print about 20 of them.
Dang.
Wow. And that's going to get maybe 25. Give me some overages,
Yeah.
Because very few people took advantage of it in the last 10 days of the campaign. So it's going to be ultra non-existent rare. This is our next stretch goal. My first Western character, Midnight.
Well, that's
nice. Westerns, they're really making a good comeback, especially in the indie sphere. And I think it's really cool to see. Yeah. I think a lot of people are really intrigued with that era again.
Chris points out it's not a blank book, it's a sketch edition. There we go.
Right.
And this is the other card that was offered with every campaign. I did over on Indiegogo, the ash can, did about over 1,300 with the ash can, and then with this, and had 2 promo cards with that one and 2, and these 2 are going to be the John Dillard pieces that I had made, the armored version, and this shattered reality with the bystander here, kind of my watcher cosmic character. Those are going to be made into the ultra rare cards.
Oh wow! Yeah, I love the mirror, the broken.
But the card you really want to get is when you back is going to be, which is I'm going to have printed up here in about a month. It's going to be the Devil Flyer fan club card, because if you back the ash can, if you back this, not just either or, you will get that Devil Flyer fan club card, and that will entitle you to free stuff throughout the year.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
that is
cool. Great tapestry there. We got drawn in here.
What time period does the story take place in?
All the stories are slightly told in the past, slightly in the past, and then as we get to the climax, it'll go into the present, and then on to the future from there.
So when you say slightly, like the 1980s or like the 1940s?
No, we're talking months before the climax. This happens over a period of time. Let's say about a year's time.
Okay, so it's all happening in like 2022?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put it that way, yeah.
Very cool.
I
like the character designs. I'm liking
and the next book, Momentum Unleashed, is going to be all stories told in the future.
Oh, okay.
I've got one story that's going to be 250 years in the universe's future. I've got one story that's slightly in the future, like after issue 6 of Devil Flyer, the climax. And I've got one story that's told in 1959 called The Death of Silver Boa, but it's his future. It's the past for us, but it's his future. And then there's the story of the battle between Devil Flyer and the Armored also. And that will have a Russ Leach.
Russ is great. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And that'll be like a Devil Flyer 0 issue.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's called Momentum Future Visions, really. But we're going with Momentum Unleashed. That's the title for the book. But it's all stories told in the future of the universe, and some characters will be introduced. With every book, you'll get introduced in some way: cameo, first full appearance, first cover appearance, because it's always introducing something new, right? So the rookie card in comics is first appearances, and so on every issue. Mm-hmm. Kind of like this John Dillard cover here, you're getting now. Devil Flyer's already been on 2 covers, the Ash Can, and then on another crowdfunder cover through another publisher. But now all these other characters, this is the first time they've ever been on a cover, and and some of them their very first time, in a comic. So
okay. That's cool.
There's 14 characters there all together on the cover.
Oh, wow.
Big universe.
Okay. So, and that's not including Devil Flyer, right?
That is including Devil Flyer.
Oh,
yeah,
including him?
13, okay. 14 counting him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's really cool.
Although Bog back there looks like a shrub. Couldn't hardly fit him in. Just a bit of green back in the background.
Okay, I see him.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a person.
It's neat when you can do that though, because it seems like you're giving a cameo to a character, and then people can kind of guess who they are. I think that's fun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what's this? I saw this and I was like, okay, so he's not. Is he red or is he not red, or is this like a different?
This is the golden age. This is the golden age. This is from. John Falandes, who did the interior artwork for the story. He's my neighbor. I've known him since 1982, over 40 years.
Wow.
And originally he was going to be a darker ultramarine blue than this turned out, and a darker gray costume with spawn-like energy. I'm calling this like the Golden Age cover, so that he would have wore something like this, say, back in the 40s.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And for the modern age version, everybody's like, well, he doesn't look like a devil. Okay, so we go with the fire powers, because he has different costume changes. He has different power sets as we go along.
Yeah, I don't always think of red when I think of devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know if you go with that, you could, but there's so many different things you can think of. If you think of demonic stuff, it could be almost anything.
Well, he was a mashup character. Like he kind of gave him claws, but I was like wanting chisel points, almost like the Black Panther Jack Kirby.
Oh yeah,
the 70s. Yeah. And then he had the Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler tail. He had the Yondu fin, which I did once before with Sea Demon back in '93 when I created him. He had the Captain America wings on the side of his helmet. He had the pitchfork in the wings, and that kind of like Devil's Tail, pitchfork wings, like Devil Flyer. That's cool. How I came up with the name. But he's a mashup character, kind of like Hawkman, Yondu. Captain America,
I was thinking of Hawkman.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's awesome.
Or Angel, or any winged character,
Yeah, well, when I guess when I think of like having a trident or something, and I mean,
or a mace or a crossbow,
mace or something. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But still, cool, very cool.
Yeah.
What's this?
Okay, that I assume you're talking about on the left. That's going to be the Jimmy Reyes wraparound cover.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
cool. I should have gone down. I didn't keep going down. Okay, so that's still a mystery.
Yeah. And then here's the artist edition right there, the hardback, which will have at least 12 pages of additional material in it.
I really like that, man. That's a great line art there.
Mm-hmm. Too good not to use.
Yeah, really.
And one thing where I have an image of Devil Flyer where he's breaking chains and lightning's coming down and striking his trident and his wings are out and he's very heroic looking, right? Done by Tank Ferret. And on the Golden Age cover, his costume will be colored by John Dillard in blue and gray. And then on John's version of the cover, he'll have the fire wings and the red and burgundy costume. And on the artist edition, it'll be in black and white on the cover. So the back covers are going to differ from issue to issue.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah.
That is cool.
That's fun.
Just to make it more distinctive.
Yeah. We, for our back cover, we used a location, and I thought that was kind of fun to look at because it kind of gives you a whole, I don't know, you want to do some world building or whatever, you want to kind of know where places are. So we thought that was kind of fun to do. So probably each issue is going to have something like that, that'll be a little different, but similar, Hey, Dean, welcome to the show, man. Already cutting on us. Here we go.
So this character Bog, which is kind of like my Swamp Thing or Man Thing character that I created back in 2015, slightly after my father passed away. He was a character that I came up with, and I said, I need to get something out there and do a comic. And originally I thought, okay, if I'm going to do it myself, I'm going to do sort of something I'm interested in, which is kind of like swamp, type monster type thing, and lean into my artistic strengths at the time, but when I got with John, I just created Devil Flyer in 2017, a couple of years later, and said, would you do a Devil Flyer story? He said, yes. I pitched him an idea for like 8 months, different story things of different projects. And he said, no. And then I finally sat down and said, what can we do? What can I, and I remembered 8 months prior, I had said, would you do Devil Flyer? And he said, yes. So that's how Devil Flyer came about. And actually Bog was the last major character that I added to the book as far as the story was concerned. but he was my first choice if I was going to have to write and draw and ink and color and all of it myself. That was the character I was going to pick. But he absolutely is in what I feel is the best story, which is Grave Tales, which it deals with a serial killing clown.
And so Bog would be a hero in that story?
Bog's a hero. He's definitely a hero. He's definitely a leader.
Yeah. Okay.
What is he?
He's basically like Swamp Thing or Man Thing. He's sort of plant,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Comes out of the bog.
Like that. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. And took this. This is the splash page of the issue. Got this straight out of maybe Amazing Spider-Man or Spider-Man in Marvel Team Up or something, where he's all chained up and sinking in the water. I remember just turning the cover and seeing that and was immersed, forgive the pun, on the splash page, forgive the other pun, immediately. And then you get into the story, and I read this recently, and by page 16, I was like, oh yeah, he gets dumped into the water. You forget about it, with everything else going on. And, I thought that was a good device, and I had this in mind, and then a double page spread, Kirby, of him kind of heroic over the city with the quote from Thomas Paine, "These are the times that try men's souls," and then go from there, and I took about eight hours to do the story, to storyboard it out, and then got together with him, and he proceeded to, draw it, ink it, and letter it over the next year.
That's cool.
And we got that done. That's 28-page story. And then there's backup stories that it's going to be in there. There's going to be a 2-page Interman story that's linked up with it with dialogue. He will get much more play. The next one, there's going to be like at least 7-page story and there may be a 2-page Dirty Joe story. I'm still debating whether to put that in there by Hockey or not. And then there's the Grave Tales story, which is 9 pages.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be spot colored.
That's really cool. You got a lot of stuff
going to be in black and white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is going to remain in black and white.
Yeah, and like this, it's just all black and white line work. With the Grave Tales, Doc Blaylock put in the gray tones, so his black and white is different than John's black and white. And then Dillard is going to do what Dillard does,
Right. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I personally like to see the different artists. You know what I mean?
I do too. I think it adds variety, and they like the work, and I like to give them the work.
That's really cool.
Or give them the business, as they might
give them the business.
Give them the business.
There's page 1 and 2 right there where he's overlooking the city, and then that other 2-page spread above it sort of alludes to his past and his origin. That was a late addition in the first year of making the book, but I said, John, I want to add 2 more pages, which was kind of like a fever dream type thing after he's shot in the neck.
Oh.
And he's kind of bleeding really out, sort of a fragment, psychedelic reality type thing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
With just some imagery.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Hockey had a book coming out. That's really cool.
Hockey does. The Hockey's going to be launching 27th down in Australia, but 26th here in the States.
Very nice.
2 time zones.
That's really cool.
Yeah. His is called The Dress. He's got a great premise of this curio shop where these objects, like the first story, she puts on a dress and it transports her back in time to the 1920s.
Right.
Where she witnesses a murder and all like that. It's going to be nice, man.
Yeah, that's a cool story. Mo says, black and white, are you going to capitalize on Menger Mania by printing it back to front?
Probably
Come on,
not,
Rex.
no.
Come on.
Probably not.
Let's get with the times, Rex.
Yeah.
I'm just playing, but still, it's kind of funny. Dean says, Hockey's doing a book? And then he said, oh, yeah, the dress. So he must have remembered after the fact. Wait a minute. The dress, thankfully, does not infringe on my Sugar Chris IP. No. Oh, boy. Here we go.
There you go. Can't get enough of that sugar,
right.
Chris. Now Chris Evans will be on my show the 27th.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And Sunday we've got Peter Gilmore coming on. We had Charlie's London today. Tomorrow we have Jason Raddick. So
man, you have a lot of shows
loading it up, brother.
You are.
Oh, and Friday we got Andy Smith and Dennis on.
So okay. So we got Grave Tales, the cover of Grave Tales, right?
This is my personal favorite. It's got the bystander. The bystander has his own story, but he's in this one too.
Okay. Is this more like noir?
Oh, this is the clown you were talking about?
The clown killer. He the backstory of him, it's not told in the story, but he kills the original clown and assumes his costume and makeup and starts preying on the children in the park.
Oh.
So is he a killer and a clown, or does he kill clowns, or both?
Both.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 a.m. sticker. Everybody gets that for free. We've unlocked the first trading card. If you signed up, you're going to get a full trading card. There was the 2 ultra rare cards that you could get for as little as $1. Not very many people took me up on that. So, that's fine. Yeah. Those will be hard to get. Impossible to get, really.
That's really cool. I think that card looks cool because it does look like it comes from the Golden Age. You know what I mean?
It really does.
It looks
old.
I
didn't really realize, I'd seen John stuff for years and years. And, and the first time I was on with Niles and Billy Tucci, they were like, it was all because of the Golden Age presence, a look of my ash can of my book. Devil Flyer, he did that card. And it'll be printed kind of like in that black and white grayscale look, that sepia tone look. And then we've unlocked, just unlocked a couple weeks ago, the Rob Ewing magnet. He's working on a momentum poster. All my characters to sort of solidify their looks, into one piece. And we're also working on a handbook of characters. And like I say, the next one that's locked, the next stretch goal will be the Midnight card. And if you go down, you see the content page. I'm using it for a credit page here, done by John Dillard, the typewriter
right here?
there. That's going to be on the inside
cool.
front cover as the content page.
Nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Yeah, this is really nice, man.
Yeah.
Critical Blast is fulfilling it. He's about 4 hours away. Plus the hardbacks might be are probably going to be printed in Nashville, and that's not that far away from me. So it's all going to come together.
That's really cool. Yeah, RJ was great with us. He did great fulfilling our book. So
good.
Highly recommend him.
Yeah. I've got bookmarks that I've done. I've got sketch cards that are kind of on parchment paper. They all come out in a hardback, card holder.
Yeah.
So that because the parchment's kind of flimsy, but I kind of wanted that sepia tone look with them to be different from other sketch cards.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing that I forgot is everybody gets a 4x6 character sketch of some character that I've done. Here's some examples of them. There's public domain character, the Heap, which I'll be using him at some point.
Who you said a public domain character? It's called the Heat. Who is that?
The Heap. He was the first original sort of Swamp Thing or Man Thing character.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
What did he come out of? Like,
bring it back here. Okay.
Wouldn't let me switch you out.
All right. That's this one here is Kirby inspired character that I created. Geo. But now here's the Heap here. Kind of wacky looking, but that's he was featured in Airboy a lot. Here's Bog, my character. He kind of has different looks.
That looks cool.
But everybody can get, here's Harbinger. You can get one of these simply for backing the book, Everybody gets the original character. I can't tell you which character, but I've got, female,
like
male
it.
character, different ones. But everybody gets a free card done by me.
I think it's great, man. Yeah, I'm gonna take another look at this here coming up. I love, I like Golden Age styles, just stories and books. It's some of my favorite stuff. I know a lot of people like the '90s stuff, but actually, I would rather go back to the early and.
I am too. I'm
Age.
more Bronze Age '80s, but
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to incorporate some of that '90s style with some artist into certain stories.
I tend to draw, I think, more in the Silver Age style.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's kind of different.
I mean, it's not that I just tend to like that better. I think it's just the aesthetic and what I like. So I don't know. I don't know if I actually draw that way. I tend to stay away from the 90s. I know that because the 90s is just too, I don't know. There's just something about it that didn't fit my style.
Right.
So, yeah, man.
So look at some of the cards here. This one here is kind of like imagine a Dirty Joe, which Hockey did a 2-page story for back in 2022, which I haven't published yet. All the stories on the campaign you see were done back in 2022. I've just been sitting on it and developing stuff for other stories. Some of these are available. We'll be switching some things out here pretty soon and going on to some bigger and better things.
That's cool, man.
But I've been busy doing these and bookmarks and stuff for a while now. So
you've got a lot of stuff coming along with the crowdfunding campaign, which is really cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but with that said, we're mainly featured on the books, not a lot of tchotchkes. We have a glow in the dark tapestry because people wanted it. I do want to do some glow in the dark bookmarks at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not on this campaign, but the next one.
But I would rather get cards, prints, and probably bookmarks, like that kind of stuff, more than I would get other types of tchotchkes. You know what I mean? That stuff to me is more valuable. Mainly because it's, art.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, I've got art up there, pages that are even the acrylic painting for the tapestry is available. And all the sketch cards and the bookmarks are done by me. And we'll be switching that stuff out to some more stuff
I want to go
coming up here in the next week or so.
Yeah,
just to
really
refresh
nice.
it. We haven't done that since we went into May.
Campaign go till?
It is now in demand or up on storefront. So as we're putting the finishing touches on the book's about 85% done. The age group is probably, I would say, 8 or 9 on up.
Okay.
So you're not going to see, there's going to be like a horror story, but it's all tastefully done.
Right.
I think you can
not
see
like
that
violent?
from the. I mean, you're going to see this clown slashing away at some kid, but it's all done off camera, off panel. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more inferred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you
sometimes
put a lot
that's
of blood on
better
ours,
what your mind does than when you can see.
I do too. I think that too, Murph. I think your mind can fill in the gaps.
Yeah, and when you're talking children and things like that, you don't want to show that kind of stuff most of the time.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even consider that till I went on with Don Chin. And he said, well, what age group is this appropriate for? And it's like, I never really even thought about that.
Yep. Now, see, for us, we put a little higher age group for us. Like even on Amazon, we look at 12 years and up for us. But we have a lot of blood, because our hero goes after the beasts. But he's chopping beasts up. He's not like chopping humans up that bad. If he's hitting people, it's pretty tame compared to what he does to the beast. Don't you think, Murph?
Oh yeah, but there's still death when you have death, and
there's death.
There's
definitely
some brutal stuff. So
you're triggering me with the Beast because that's my favorite Avenger, my favorite X-Man.
Yeah.
Now, I like the George Perez sort of version of the Beast, the classic beast.
Oh yeah.
I do not like the cat beast. What the hell are you?
No, that's the worst version. The cat
I'm with
beast.
you. I hate the cat beast.
That's
the
horrible.
worst ever.
He's not a cat, folks. He's more ape-like, if nothing else.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So, I love what they've done with the recent beast out because I think he looks the best compared to everything else they've done, in the movie stuff. And a lot of people don't like it, I know, but I just like the way he looks. I think finally they got the look right and they got the right actor. So
I like Beast a little bit bigger because you're right. Like the 70s and 80s, even when he's like green and a little lighter blue, he's skinnier. He's not as beefy as he is like with Jim Lee in the 90s. But I do like him more beefed up like an ape Beast. That's my favorite Beast.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cat's the worst. I'd rather Beast before Fur than I'd rather 60s Beast over that cat Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, Kelsey is the Beast, Chris, in that
I
new thing.
I wouldn't mind if they put Beast down if he's just going to stay as a cat. I just wish they'd kill him off.
No, he's not a cat anymore. Not in the current.
Right.
Well,
that shows how popular it was. I understand, you go through different phases, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No, it was too much. And then the movies were doing a little bit of that
Next
too.
Next thing he'll be is a furry. What the
hell? Yeah, no. Okay, well, Rex, do you want me to play the trailer?
You can play the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
All right. Let me expand it.
Right. Expand your consciousness.
I like the music.
Well, you're a rock.
Yep. We can do it. Very cool. I like that.
Yeah, basically, we took the animated trailer that Pedro had done for me for the Ash Can, and we kind of, made the new one from some of that material, the animated bit. So used it again.
You know what I think is great though? It was short and to the point, and I felt
my other one was 30 seconds. This might have ran a little bit longer, but it's short. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that trailers really sell the project that much, but they're nice. Yeah. I mean, there's something for somebody to show on different promotion shows.
But I kind of like them better as a commercial, and I felt like this was more like a commercial. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
You could put that up on, I don't know, like Facebook ads or somewhere, and hear that,
or TikTok,
and watch it.
Or
and,
TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it would fly, and it would be cool. So I think that's really cool, and I would love our next trailer to be like that. That's really fun.
Yeah.
So very nice.
I think that's kind of like the art. It's like, it's not what can I put into it. It's what can I subtract and still get my message across. I think there's a power in simplicity.
Yeah.
When it comes to storytelling. And I think that's why the manga market's probably doing, as well as it does. But the main thing is they're giving you story content and a lot of it.
Yep. Dean says, play it again. I missed it. And Mo, look at this. It's easy to say trailers don't sell if you haven't seen the epic Ugly Tongue trailer. Cue it up, Dirk. No thanks, Mo.
Yeah. That's why you guys broke up.
Now you have me intrigued, Mo.
Trailers work for presentation shows. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think for launch, I think it's really cool. Whenever you on doing your launch show.
Oh yeah,
really
with
fun.
That music, it really does sound like it's launching.
Yeah, I mean, the music got me excited. That's why I was like, "Yeah, this is cool."
We'll play it again then.
Play it again. Dang, Dean,
you got time, Dirk?
Really?
Yeah,
okay, we'll do it one more time.
Really?
We'll do it just because Dean likes to feel special.
We'll do it one more time for Dean.
For the Aussies. Right.
You better be watching Dean.
He's in the future. He might not have caught it yet. See, even I don't know what this is going to look like because it's going to be magazine sized. That's
I was going to ask you,
I think
does the
cool.
magazine size cause any more difficulty or problems that you wouldn't have with a comic?
No, I don't think so. I think, one thing I wanted to do, I'm seeing a lot of crowdfunders that are square bound. I wanted something like this that was, easily opened up.
Yeah.
And, you can see the double page spreads and things very easy.
How many pages did you say?
48 pages.
48.
And
okay.
it'll be stapled. I used, one reason for that was he drew the Devil Flyer story to actual size of a regular size comic, which is not very big. So it really, to get that epic feel that I had envisioned in my mind when I saw, this mock-up, I said, this is the size it needs to be. It needs to be big. It needs to be epic,
That's really cool.
It is a lot bigger. You're right. Yeah.
It's very unique too, because I haven't seen anybody doing that size. So it's going to be kind of fun to get, if you're getting that book, I think it'd be a lot of fun to see. It just makes it stand out already, which is fun to do.
It'd be interesting to find out why comic books are the sizes they are. Like why, you know what I mean? Like, I wonder why.
Well, I would love to regularly go with the comic, on like Golden Age size, but as a collector, I know that there's not a lot of people and a lot of, have a local comic book shop that carries that supplies, although you can go online for that. But I would say probably Silver Age size is where we're going to with Devil Flyer after this.
Okay.
But this magazine prequel, we could go as big or as small as we wanted to. So I did.
Mo says that's a big book. You could roll it up and discipline a dog, brother.
Yeah, you could. I don't know that you want to do that.
Right.
People have tried that before and gotten in trouble, Bo.
There you go.
Stop it. Quit it.
That's cool, man.
This is a no animal harming show, Mo. I don't know what you're
Man.
You've already ran your brothers off, Mo. Just saying. Where's Carly? Where's Larry? Where's Shep? They're gone, aren't they?
Look at this, Mo. He was going to have a trailer review show and call it the Trailer Park, and Immortals jumping on saying, the Trailer Park, can I use that, Mo?
Look, when I get this thing done, if you don't like it, you can roll it up real easy and you can burn it.
And Shadowhawk Talk says, Mo Van Zant, oh, darn, too soon. Or damn, too soon. That's funny. No, the book looks great, man. I'm trying to see where your goals are. So you guys are doing pretty damn good on this, aren't you?
Okay. Yeah. You funded
we just went in demand, a little bit ago. And, I think once the wraparound cover from Jimmy Reyes, drops, I think we're going to get another little boost.
Nice.
And, we still got some things, that we're going to be adding to the campaign. We're going to be swapping out some of the interior pages that are available for sale. some more bookmarks. Going to be switching them out, and sketch cards, and we've got a new stretch code. The Midnight trading card is next on our agenda, and we've already gotten some money toward that. And so we've already, got a lot of merch going into people's hands, and I think it's merch that people like, trading cards. There's only one sticker, 6 ACM sticker, but it goes along with Dillard's cover. I said, just okay, I'll make it easy on you. Just do your version of Dillard's cover,
Very cool. Oh my gosh, these guys. Okay. So, dude, I'm liking this, man. I wish you the best for the book. I hope it keeps going strong.
Well,
so
thank you
guys,
both, man. It's
back
been awesome.
This book. It looks like a lot of fun. So, okay.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get it in hand. And then, I've sold on eBay for so long. Once you get product in hand, that's when things can really start happening, where you can go to conventions,
the date,
you can put it in bookstores. I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry. You were talking. Go ahead.
I'm done. What were you saying?
What's your fulfill date?
Fulfill date, we haven't set that yet. We just went in demand. So working on the last 9-page story now. Keith Gleason is going from Mighty Mascots, formerly of Alterna, is going to be doing a lot of our lettering. The Devil Flyer story is totally drawn, inked, and lettered already.
Nice.
It's the backup stories that we're kind of working on. We got some spot coloring and lettering to do on the Gray Tail story. We've got lettering on all of Keith's going to be working on all the other stories. The only one he's not, and the hockey story, hockey's going to letter that, I think. So he won't have to do that if I include that 2-page story.
That's really cool.
I'm thinking I will, because it'll add a little bit more color, and it'll add a different, it'll get that story out of the way.
Very nice.
We'll make room for it.
Well, everybody, if you haven't backed it yet, go there on Fund My Comic and give it a shot.
Absolutely. Sure. You get free artwork. You get 6 AM sticker, trade cards, a bunch of stuff.
Heck yeah.
The goals have already been reached, so it's kind of a no-brainer at this point.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
You want an epic read where all the stories are one and done, but they're all interlinked into a larger fabric universe? This is your baby.
Nice.
I was going to ask you, just because you're saying different time frames, is like time travel at all involved in it, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool.
That's part of the chaotic effect that kind of knocks off the frequency and the magnetics of the planet.
Okay.
That kind of messes with I don't want to give away too much. Things that happen, the event that really ticks off everything doesn't happen to issue 6, but you see some of the repercussions of that due to time travel in the very first issue.
Oh, nice.
So
Murph's okay if you're telling spoilers, but he does a
Jin Saki and circles back, on itself.
Okay, that's cool. Well, Rex, thanks, man.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you make your announcement that you're going to be doing less now?
No, we haven't got to do that. So let me stop this. So Murph and I want to just tell everybody, I think we're going to change things. It's coming up here.
Disclaimer. This is the sad part, folks.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, Murph and I are no longer going to do a weekly show. We are going to back off of doing weekly and just go to more of, what would you call it? Events or
I guess events, and we'll post it probably 2 or 3 days ahead of time where we're like, hey, we're going to get together and do this, or maybe some more recording.
Murph and Dirk are getting married. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
No.
That was waiting for. Yes.
Getting divorced?
Yeah. See, Dirk didn't want you to know, but he's going on the gay cruise with Murph.
Right. Yeah. Hell no. You might as well just tie the brick to my feet and let me sink to the bottom. That's what I would do.
You're going to picture what Dean said about you?
Yeah. Wait, where at?
Right at the bottom.
Oh, you guys are my favorite gay couple. Oh my gosh! And
the sad thing is that's the nicest thing Dean's ever said about me.
Yeah, it actually probably is. Daily, nice. Yeah, look at that.
No, yeah, daily. No. Yeah, like I do. I'm pulling my hair out already.
So, guys, we love you so much in the chat. We love having people on here talking about books, talking about everything. I love being able to argue with Murph, and it's a lot of fun.
Beans and Frank.
Yeah. This is they're making a reference to a show.
Oh, okay.
And, gosh.
Oh, I can't even think of what the show is called now. Off the video game. What was the show?
The Last.
Yeah, The Last of Us show. There was an episode where the whole episode was about a gay couple.
Right.
And
right.
Everyone was like, it was super woke, and Derek was like, it's not. And then I watched it and I was like, yeah, Derek, it's super woke. So now it's a joke that Derek
so now they think they think I like to watch gay stuff. Whatever. Bancroft says Murph and Dirk can still be friends, though. That's true. We're still friends. We're still working on book 2. Nothing's changing there. The only thing that's changing is our show. We're not going to do it weekly. I just got to tell you guys, we've been doing this for almost 3 years, and our subs aren't going anywhere. We're not really getting anything out of doing the shows other than helping. I mean, I like when we help creators, but even that is very minimal compared to what they could get on bigger shows. So I feel like
we're not getting a lot of when people
there's not a lot of return on investment when you really look at what we're doing and what we pour into the show. So it's like I could be using this time to draw and promote our book. You know what I mean? And I want to make sure that we're doing that. We're already way behind on our book, let alone spending time on things that just aren't producing for us.
And we'll probably have more shows when we do have a campaign going and stuff like that. So there'll probably be times where we do, have a lot more videos, and then there's just gonna be times where we don't. And
yeah. So we are going to be around. We're still going to, we'll go on other people's shows. We'll do other stuff. You're going to see us in the community. You're going to see us hanging out. And then hopefully whenever we come time, or the time comes for us to put out another show, we can kind of build up to it and get everybody hyped up and have some fun. And then I'll probably be doing draw streams and then maybe we'll have some other content type streams. Maybe we'll do some things where we pre-record. We'll see what happens.
I think the big thing is we need more pre-recording because the streaming just doesn't. YouTube doesn't show it. It doesn't.
Yeah, live streaming. I've done it for like 2.5 years, and it's you don't pickle that algorithm.
Chris, we had you on.
Well, Chris,
we definitely had Chris on.
Well, we didn't have him on for his. Yeah, we will, man. We will. But we've definitely had Chris on, but just not for his book. We've had him on as hanging out and stuff like that.
Yes.
So,
Dean
but I believe we still talk about his book.
It's bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't consider this bad. It's just going to change. We're just not going to do weekly anymore. And we definitely can't do every day. So we're not going to try to keep up with the Joneses. What we're going to try to do
no way we can do every day. Oh my God, no.
Yeah, we're going to make it work for us. And I think that's the important thing. They're still going at me. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dean. He goes, I hate this news. It's bad.
I feel like, it's more convenient for me. I probably should do more pre-recorded stuff, but I really don't care. It's like I'm going to slog through this mud. And if I can't make a go of it with live broadcast, then I just won't make it, But
yeah. Well, and I mean, after 3 years,
away because they're not going to promote you. On YouTube.
That's right. And that's the way I feel is like, we're not going anywhere with that. And it's like, then all of a sudden the algorithm changed and I'm going, okay, I can barely keep up with what I was doing, let alone this too. So now I'm fighting the algorithm too.
Is it our fault, Daddy? Daddy, are we breaking up?
Dean says this is Kemosabe all over again. Jeez, no, it's not. Is it our fault?
Mo says, I'm going to run away and never come back.
And Daddy are breaking up. Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, good. Run over to my channel, Mo.
You know what? It is Bancroft's fault because Bancroft was the one I had to do a show every night for 6 months straight. And we were like, F that.
Yeah, we were like, we're not doing that. Yeah. We're not doing that. Oh, Mo, you're running away. Well, you'll be back. I know you. Every little kid that runs away comes back, right? They always come back.
Not necessarily.
We'll come back.
Some of them get lost along the way.
He won't. We'll put out notices when we're going to have shows, and you guys will
Shadowhawk says, "I don't want to have 2 Christmases."
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, look at this. You were wrong, Murph. It was more like 2 years.
Oh my God, bankrupt! Holy crap!
That's what I mean. So yeah, I mean, I'll still jump on people's shows and have fun. I still want to do some read throughs. See, that's what I mean. We'll do some fun stuff where it'll be a little different. It's just not going to be every Tuesday you're going to think of us, or have an announcement from us. It's going to be different. We'll do it when we can, and then go from there. What I'm hoping this turns into is more time for me to turn out pages and focus more on us doing the book. So that's the translation that I'm hoping for. Gosh darn, you guys are making it hard. You're going to make me cry.
What's going on? A gay cruise together. They ain't got time.
Oh shit. No, just Murph. Murph's going alone. I will not be on that cruise.
Oh, fisticuffs. Got it.
Yeah, look at this. Murph's welcome on my channel if he's willing to reveal any details about his story.
Ooh. Okay, I'll take you up on that, Dean.
That's a better offer than Dean ever made me. There you go.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Dirk reads Infinitail Chronicles in a fake RP accent. I mean, what's RP? In a fake RP. What is that? I'm lost.
Isn't RP like the radio thing?
I don't know. It went over my head. Chris is probably laughing his ass off at me right now. So I don't know what it means. But RuPaul. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
RuPaul.
Oh, no way. No way. Received
Derek,
pronunciation. Posh British. Okay, yeah. Posh British.
Derek, how does it sound? Do the accent.
Posh British?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do Posh British.
Well, you've done it already. They said it. I just wanted to hear it.
No, I have not. No, I have not. I've never done that. Okay. Never have I done that. I mean, Bancroft's the one who could do that easy. He would have that nailed. He's already got most of the accent down, right?
Remember when he was saying if you read things you could hear it, and it's definitely there's things you could say that get you into the accent.
Definitely not doing RuPaul. Sorry. Definitely not doing it. But
today.
At all. Oh, RP comes very naturally to me. See? Posh British.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Comes very naturally. I told you.
Well, an ambassador has to be for a wide range of people, right? Represent a wide range of people. Yeah.
Dean says Australian and British are 2 different accents.
I agree with that. Boy.
What? Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh.
You just got to lose the bogan, and then you're good to go.
Here, guys.
What's that?
You're going to start World War III amongst our allies right here.
I know. Well, okay.
First of all, World War III is starting, and it's not on us. That's definitely happening.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
So, although a RuPaul accent would be effing amazing. Bitch, you better not eat that baby. Oh, my God. This is terrible.
I can't even hear RuPaul in my head. That's what's really like. I want to know what it sounds like because
you're not missing.
I mean,
much.
No, it's just a. It's
not missing much.
No, just effeminate. That's all you got to do, and you got the RuPaul thing, right?
Oh, stop it! Quit it!
There you go. Oh, you got it, man. Great job,
you
by
guys. Up or other.
So I do want to say, hey, Felix is in here. Look who showed up.
Felix,
you were up here a few. Good
Felix?
to see you, Felix.
Yeah, he was here.
I didn't see him for a little bit. So awesome. Anyway,
worker.
So what this means is I'm probably going to do some draw streams coming up because I got some things I'd like to do and have fun with.
Can we just tell people
relax a little bit
that this show hinged on Crazy Matt's question of the week, and without it, the show has just been crumbling?
Yeah, it's true. You let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Yep, you did it. Murph with the spoilers.
You know, I always question, why would you keep a cat in the bag? That'll kill the cat. Like, you can't breathe. Like, who's, you know?
If it's burlap, they can breathe through that burlap.
That is hilarious that you just said that.
Throwing it into the water, weighted by the concrete bricks. To do it in.
Again, we did not harm any animals during this video.
Wait a minute. You had a question of the week? Mo says we skipped over his question of the week.
I did not see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
I didn't see it, man.
But then I was being grilled at the time.
Grilled.
You were being grilled. No, we were. I don't know. We were having fun. I was having a good discussion.
And then I had to show up. Got it.
No, you were in there. That's what we wanted you on here for. So it's all good. We have great discussions.
Yeah.
So, should you guys change your showtime to match Crazy Mad's work schedule? Aha. Wow.
Do you even know what it is?
Question. No. I don't know what his new work schedule is. It's not like I have him on like on my phone, just like, hey,
I thought you guys were close, I guess, you know.
Not anymore.
We'll message each other on. We message each other. You know, we have some DMs back and forth and stuff. But no, there's not like I'm talking to Crazy Matt all the time. But I haven't talked to him in a while, actually. So, and it's kind of sad. I wish he was here. I do miss him. I wish he was here.
Maybe you should tell him that.
He knows. You could ask him on Twitter and find out what time works for him. That's true. Crazy Matt doesn't have a job. What are you, nuts?
He's a gin.
No, but it is kind of sad. I don't want the chat to go away. I feel like the best part of our show has been the chat. So you guys have been awesome for us. But I don't feel like we're fully going away either. So I don't think
definitely not
the end. We're not ending this. It's just not going to be on the regular. That's all. So don't worry about that. Other than that, on the positive notes, go to Amazon.com.
$3
and pick up your copy. Right now, you can get the digital of Ballad of the Celestials. So if you haven't backed our book yet, go get the digital copy of it and see what you're missing. You can do it right now. And when we get the physical up there, we will make an announcement. We will let you guys know when it's ready. And then we will probably get it on, I don't know, I think, Bancroft, you still doing CG now? Because I haven't heard anything about that for a long time.
Yeah, we should definitely put it on CG now.
And then, and then we'll have our own website soon. So there's stuff coming. And then at that point, we'll be able to have some merchandise where you guys will be able to get some Ballad of the Celestials merch.
Mugs.
Hats, all kinds of stuff. Shirts. We're going to have all kinds of stuff.
Sneakers.
I'm not selling sneakers. Mo says Dirk makes a good point about us being the best part of the show. I can't fault his logic. Dean says being strangely semi-regular has worked for me. People don't want to miss out on what might be their only chance to see a stream every month. Right. That's really cool.
It's interesting.
That's what they all say before they evaporate into the webosphere. Yeah. CG now is costing me too much money. I'm going to let it lapse. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. So, okay. We did launch on Bancroft's show, so we still had, by all rights, we were able to get on there, Bancroft. But now that you're going to let it lapse, I guess we won't try.
Well, too, I wonder how it's been for people on it, or if people even tell people to go there for their stuff.
Right.
There is no try. We do. I believe I heard it somewhere.
Right, somewhere. So yeah, Amazon KDP has been not accepting our PDFs. They've been telling us we've had format problems. So we've had to really do a lot of finagling with that thing. Chris has done it and redone it millions of times, is what it feels like. So I'm sure he's going bonkers. But so far, Chris, it's been in review for a few days. So I think it's going to be accepted this time, just where I'm at. We'll see. And CG now is going the way of Murph and Dirk Duke it out. Yeah, man. Ooh, look at that. Felix is sharing our book. All right.
Thank you, Felix.
Thanks, Felix. And with that, guys, I think we're going to call it a show. What do you guys think?
I was there 25 minutes ago, but hey.
Oh, gosh, Rex.
Yeah, Rex, you could have told us you needed to go to something.
Yeah, you should have said, dude, I got to leave.
No, I've enjoyed it.
Let me go.
Rex, do you need people to know where your Twitter, Facebook, anything like that's at? YouTube?
Yeah, just look under Devil Flyer. Yeah, I'm out there.
Okay. Just Google Devil Flyer and it'll get you to different accounts.
Dean says boo.
Boo.
Dean doesn't like me anyway.
They always want us to go forever.
Yeah, they boo us when we stop, and it's like it's never enough.
Never enough.
Look at that. It was a goodish run. Oh my gosh.
Goodish.
So guys, we do love you, and we will see you soon. Just not as soon as you think. That's a terrible thing to say, but I can't help it.
That's hilarious. That's a good quote.
Yeah, look at that. Respect for putting on a show for 3 years, fellas. Thanks, man.
Thank you,
I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, well, the show's still going to go there. It's just not going to be every week. So there we are.
Dang.
And rework the entire show. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. You need to remove us. Just tell us to come on and watch some draw streams and stuff. We can still be in there. Just we're not going to have Murph. Murph won't be in that. He'll be gone.
Poor Murph.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for everything, and we will see you out there. And here we go.
Murph and Dirk and Dirk and Murph and Murph and Dirk and Dirk.
Hey.